everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel.
Well, I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing them, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers you've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. So here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the Octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening, although he spoke no English. He was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC.
You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either.
No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy.
Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proving ground here tonight, again, trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Laving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 32 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Diego Nightmare Sanchez! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
Well, it's a venue that needs no introduction. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Even for a Boston guy, I have levels of appreciation for the building.
I mean, when you walk into MSG, you get chilled because you understand the history that comes with competing in this arena.
And they separate.
Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch from the clinch. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
Oh, and he defends another takedown there, so it looked like a pretty good entry, but once again, unable to get him down.
Great balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside, turned that double into a single, sprawled, and got away from his opponent. Great job.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. When he made his UFC debut in 2012, he wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not. Oh, man, look.
All right, so a near-perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again. He's able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop us.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Sanchez is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Nurmagomedov. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Sanchez. All right, side control now. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
He's beating you on the ground right now. Points. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We've got to get back up to our feet. Regardless of...
You ready? You ready? Fight!
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, bone on bone, shin slash foot, right to the skull. You see why I'm a commentator and not a fighter? You see why?
Yeah, those aren't fun. I'm telling you, man, you get kicked in the head. A lot of times, it's the end of the night.
Got a little experience with that.
Yes, I do. Horrible. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back in range.
Nurmagomedov gets the tie
Another
clinch.
two.
Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh!
What a fantastic strike.
Oh!
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same. Oh!
He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Sanchez. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Sanchez. Well, he's up. but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time. Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet.
Big knee lands to the body.
Wow, massive uppercut. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. And they separate.
There's no give on that leg kick.
Round 3 next. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Really like what I'm seeing out of you there.
Third round underway. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Huge knee lands from in close. Nice.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Big knee to the body. Oh! That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate. All right, so a high amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Sanchez. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on it.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Good work here to the body on the ground by Nurmagomedov. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
He's ahead just a little bit.
You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5-5.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Nice hammer fist. And really starting to make these shots count. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Nice hammer fist. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Sanchez. Able to land the single ground strike there. Sanchez gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Beautiful takedown land.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position.
Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here.
They kind of pushed the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here. No way.
His opponent had to tap from an inverted triangle. This is not something you see very often.
Well, I don't determine who wins the bonuses, but when you execute an inverted triangle choke like that, 50 G.
Pay that man. Pay that man. Unbelievable.
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a reverse triangle. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known.
Thank you for watching. Please wait for more videos. See you soon.